Hello and welcome to The One Show with Matt Baker.
And Alex Jones. Time now for our guest whose time travelling is legendary.
He got stuck in the 70s in Life on Mars, and he nearly brought the entire world to its knees as an evil Time Lord.
Oh, I'm sorry, are you talking to me? Or to me? Or to me? Or to me? Or to us?
Well, hopefully he isn't wearing a pink dress.
No, but at least he's on time. It's John Simm.
Yeah. Good to see you, John. Good to see you. Now then, the fan reaction for you as the master in Doctor Who was just incredible. Did you expect it to be like that?
I expected something like that, yeah. I'd been warned about, you know, the fans, they were obsessed with it, you know, science fiction fans. Yeah, it was still quite surprising, but really great. You know, it's great to know that they loved it.
Yeah, but you were constantly signing things. I was in Doctor Who for literally seconds, right? And people still send me screen grabs of me just to, you know...
I know. I did a play with someone, and he was in one about 30 years ago, and he got shot by K9. He was like he's a soldier. He got shot by K9, and he's still signing.
No.
Yeah,
No.
he was in it for about 10 seconds.
And you did Hamlet, didn't you? And the front row apparently was full of fans.
Oh, not all the time, no. But
just one night.
Yeah. They do sometimes buy out rows in advance and things. But you know, they're great and they're usually lovely. So.
Would you go back to the part then again? Would you play Master again?
I would certainly consider it. There seems to have been a lot of talk about it recently. I haven't spoken to anybody about it, but. I would definitely consider it, yeah. It's such fun to do.
Yeah. Whovians out there watching this will be shouting at the telly, you've got to do it.
I'd have a look at it, definitely.
It would be super to see you return, but who knows anyway. But what we do know is that you've got a brand new BBC One drama called Exile, which we'll talk about in a little while.
Yes. What's he like?
Yeah, I was a lodger up in Edinburgh, not in a park.
Who is your landlord?
He was called Deeds. It was great. I lodged with a German student called Christoph.
Right.
Have you ever lodged?
I did when I first started college, for about a year with a lovely family, Mr. and Mrs. Cox and their family, and they were lovely, actually.
Good.
Well, yes, good, you see. It's
there
good
you are.
Good option.
They'll be very pleased if Mr. and Mrs. Cox are watching now.
Yeah,
anyway, your brilliant drama starting on Sunday night, Exile. We'll be showing a little bit from the first episode in a minute, but can you set the scene for us, John?
Yeah, I play a character called Tom Ronstadt, who is a journalist. He's not a very highbrow journalist. He's come down from the north and he works for a sort of celebrity magazine in London. He's a real mess when you first see him, and he's something snapped in him. And he decides to go back up north, and he hasn't seen his dad for 18 years. And he goes to find out why. Something happened to him, and he goes to find out what happened and the reason behind it. It's quite a shocking thing that happened to him.
OK, well, this is the moment that you do go back home and see your father here, played by Jim Broadbent. Well, John, it's incredible. It really is a super, super drama. The pair of us have seen it.
Oh, thank you.
Well, only the first episode, haven't we? We haven't seen the second.
But there's so many twists and turns in it. I mean, the first episode is loaded with stuff. But is it these kind of roles you seem to really want to get your teeth into? What is it about them that you love so much?
Oh, they're just the meaty roles. You know, you've got a lot of backstory. You fill it in yourself, and you imagine what happened to him, and it really is the quality of the writing really that attracts me to these kind of roles. Because there's just so much to work with, you know. You can flesh it out, and they're just more interesting to play.
Yeah, and you said at the beginning there that it's shocking when you got quite excited by that. You know.
It's when you find out what really happened, it is shocking. It's genuinely shocking.
We've got theories already after seeing the first episode. But in the first episode, there is one scene right at the beginning where the married girl splits up with you, and she's played by your wife in real life, Kate, isn't she? Yes. And you actually have to hit her really hard across the face. How did that work out then?
It was all right, you know. It was fine. I didn't really hit her.
I was going to say, how did she agree to that?
It was nice to see her, actually. She was there for a couple of days, and so it was nice to see her, because you're away a lot, you know. And it was nice to work with her, and, you know, I think the scene turns out really well. It's a quite important scene, because it shows you what it's such a low ebb when you see him, and it kind of illustrates it really well.
Yeah, you do see how dark a place is in at that point.
Yeah, well, you starred with your co-star Philip Glenister again in Mad Dogs. Is this a coincidence, or are you really trying to look for roles where the pair of you can hook up?
We're having a secret affair.
Yeah.
We try and work together if we can.
Yeah.
I have a great relationship with him, and we work so closely on Life on Mars that I really enjoy working with him. You know, and we've got a lovely working relationship.
It comes across. It's brilliant, really is. Brilliant.
Well, we look forward to seeing your next project.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Now, Exile starts on Sunday, the 1st of May at 9 p.m. on BBC One and runs then for the next 2 consecutive nights after that too.
Global wedding Welsh correspondent.
Here she is.
Yeah.
So that's my plan on Friday.
Yeah.
John, will you be watching?
Probably not. I don't think. I'm more interested in trying to get all the tickets for the Champions League final at Wembley. I'm going to be concentrating on that, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
There will be alternative things for you to watch. Some people think we've overdosed on this. 8,000 correspondents from abroad are descending on Westminster. Mm-hmm. Global television, national coverage, I think justified, because this is an historic event. Only, once in a lifetime, twice in a lifetime, you're going to see the heir to the throne become married.
Absolutely.
But you can see alternatives. If you want, John, at 8:15, when the doors of the Abbey are opening, there's wrestling on Sky Sports, featuring The Nexus. Yeah. And then at 11 o'clock, as the service starts, Robot Wars Extreme 2. That's what, yeah, exactly. And if you want a little bit of romance, coinciding with that hopeful balcony kiss at 1:30, a classic Dynasty episode on CBS.
Wrong.
Or you could just read a book.
Well, you could do that.
Do that.
Of course, it gets
to finish on.
Yes. Well, thanks so much, John. Remember, the new series Exile starts Sunday, the 1st of May at 9 p.m. on BBC One.
Yeah, don't miss it, whatever you do. Tomorrow.